Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rose Shueva. I'm a Namibian YouTuber and I'm back with another exciting video. Let's get all started with this video, but before we get started, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, and also like the video but when you watch at the end, and don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section, because that way I will want to hear feedback from you. Tell me your experience on how to shoot a introduction video when looking for a teaching job in China. So first of all, introduction video when applying for a teaching job in China, it's the very first step to take when you're applying for a teaching job. Most of the time they would ask you for they will ask for an introduction video, and they'll also ask for your CV. So when asked to send an introduction video, you should send an introduction video in seeking for a teaching job in China. This, you should remember that you should remember that the key points for employer to ask for this is to see your face and to also hear your accent. So even though we know most of the time when we are being hired as teachers in China, or when you're being hired as a teacher in China, most of the time employers would want to hire a native speaker, or they would want to hire a white person, so to say. This is nothing really new to the table. I know you should be aware of that, but now they are also tapping into hiring people from South Africa, people from Namibia, from certain countries with they want to say, like, there are some African countries that they want to say that they are native speakers, but we all know that Africa as a whole, I would mention Africa as a whole because I'm from Africa, so I would also speak from that perspective. I would say that Africa as a whole, we all are English as a second language because we all have our first language, which are African languages. But South Africa is on the top. Like Chinese employers who are looking for English teachers, South Africa is on top. So you should take note of that. But I'm not saying other African countries don't stand chances, because they do. Like, a lot of different countries stand chances. But today the key point is talking about how to shoot your introduction video. So key point is that your employer is mostly looking for a native speaker or your accent sounding a little bit better. So you don't want to bring your African accent out. You want to sound like, I'm from America, you know what I mean. But it could just persuade your employer to bring you in for an interview. And we all know that even though they are looking for native speakers, or they are looking for white people at some tough times, we know now they are also they don't have so much options, because a lot of teachers are outside China, and a lot of blacks are, maybe a lot of teachers are outside China, or native speakers are outside China. So they would also now be left with no option but hire everyone. You know what I mean? Everyone from Europe, from wherever, like, even though we are not native speakers. So being a native speaker should not be something to discourage you to start your application for looking for a teaching. In your introduction video, you should just include talking about yourself, your country, and your experience and your location, because they want to know, oh, are you in China or you're outside China? And also just your experience. If you don't have experience, you can talk about your experience, because I think everyone can be a teacher. You can learn how to teach. So you could say, I have experience. If you don't really have so much experience, you can just mention that I have experience in so and so, but don't try to emphasize so much on your experience if you really don't have experience. The only you can mention that you have experience even though you don't have experience, because the employer the video is just giving you an opportunity to meet your employer face to face. And one thing that you want to do is to prove a point to the person who is looking for a teacher face to face, not through videos or through a CV, because sometimes our skills can be showcased personally, not through videos or CVs. So you could as well just say, okay, you have experience even though you don't have experience. And when you are speaking, you should try to smile all the time. Smile and show that you are friendly and you are a happy person. You should be a happy person, because eventually when you're going to start teaching, the employer would want you to be a happy person around children. So you can show that in your video. You should smile and be very confident. Be confident as much as you can, because this is your only one-time shot that you are going to give an opportunity to this person to actually call you into their office to meet you face to face. So yes, and you are just trying to win the employer's heart, so you need to remember that. And so give it your best shot. you should also dress up professionally. When it's a guy, you should dress up professionally, and you should make sure that when you're shooting the video, the background should be white. You don't want the background to be dark. You don't want your video to be dark. And guys, when you're asked for an introduction video, don't take this as like, don't take it for granted. You need to give it your best shot, because some people will just take a phone and just do like a selfie video and you send. No, this is your only time to win over an employer's heart, so you need to give your best shot. Ask your friends to help you shoot the videos. This way, you know your quality will come out much better. And you can also ask for your second opinion from your friends. Do you think this video is good also? And then you're able to send it through. And apart from dressing professionally, if you're a lady, you want to look as accurate as you can be, because you don't want to put up so much makeup, and when you get to the interview, the employer will be like, hey, I thought you were lighter. You know, I thought you were lighter. They don't want, I know they're looking for lighter, but even if you're dark, I mean, just be as accurate as, represent yourself as accurate as possible through your video. You don't want to be too much makeup, and on that day when you're going for an interview, you are looking different. You don't want that. You don't want that. Just try to represent yourself as accurate as possible. And I'm gonna urge you guys to send as many videos to as many people who are looking for teachers, because you don't just want to try one person. You never know. You can just shoot your shots, and some way you will be picked up to be an English teacher or a part-time English teacher. I mean, this is about introduction video when you're looking for a job to become a teacher in China. And I've already mentioned makeup professional, how to shoot your video. Your background should be white, clear, and just nice. And what else? Because there was a time when I shot my video and then I sent through, and then when I went for an interview, the person was like, hey, you look darker, and so you need to be really as accurate as possible. And so if you mention to the employer through your video that you have experience, you need now to make your own research on how to be a teacher. You literally need to find out how to be an English teacher in China. You need to be excited. You need to be exciting. You need to be happy. You need to bring on your confident energy. You need to just bring it, that ooze of being a friendly person. I know you're going to be a teaching, but at the same time, they're looking for teachers. At the same time, they're just looking for people to literally babysit their children sometimes. You know what I mean? So you need to bring out your best when you are looking for a job, or when you're sending out your application to become a teacher. And you need to familiarize yourself with how to teach, class management, how to handle children, how to teach using flashcards and all that type of thing, because that way you are guaranteed that if you you get an interview, a chance to do a face-to-face interview, you will know how to handle children. Because you don't want to say I have experience and then you turn up, you don't have any idea of what's like to be teaching in China. So guys, I wish you so much best of luck when you're going to apply for your teaching positions in China. And I'm sure if you follow some of this advice that I've given in my video, I'm sure they're gonna help you one way or the other. Until my next video, do stay humble, stay positive, and work hard towards your goals. And please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment in the comment section. What was your experience like shooting your introduction video, or what are the challenges that you're facing shooting an introduction video? Maybe I can do a part 2 of your questions if you send out many questions in the comment section. But do give me feedback, of course. Let me not ramble. Let me end this video here. Until my next video, stay blessed. Goodbye.